Are you able to see my screen? Or I need to do a share. How do I?
And you should have an option. Let me make you a. Okay. Yep.
You seeing it?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. So basically, on the overview movie right here, it provides an overview of the expectation of the program, but it starts obviously with the information you're providing to the company or who's ever selling it. I mean, when we take a look at all the different businesses that I'm marketing this to, I mean, I just brought on 4 more accounts today. So network marketing companies. These are all my current client lists right here, except that one, collecting data. So these are all clients that I have used this with, right? So at the end of the day, when we tell them what this program is about, it's a low cost, high perceived value that if used based upon availability, they can apply this savings to savings outside of a hotel. So let's, for example.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
And I've got a $50 card, which was like, they don't offer those. That was for demo purposes, right?
Yeah. And first of all, you have to go to a destination where people actually go. So if you're going to like Buckwheat, Idaho, there may not be great deals.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a Buckwheat, Idaho.
No, I just usually say that.
Okay. Yeah, I've done all this.
So
I got a bunch of illustrations I've got too. That I was like, that's when I started looking. I'm like, all right, somebody explain this a little more.
What was the dates I put in there? The 19th to the 23rd. We're just talking about like, you know, in a few days. So last minute.
Okay. Is that a better way to do it?
No. That's actually going to show the worst results.
Okay. Yeah, I was going out to middle of January.
19th to the 23rd. All right, so this is the full platform search.
Right. This is one of the branding sites.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like it's identical.
Okay. So here's the Cromwell in Las Vegas. Okay. Who's got the best online price? So if you were to go do a kayak search and click into the hotel and then click through the entire process to put your credit card in, this is the prices you're going to get. Okay. And so there's the best online price and there's the savings. So let's go over to the platform and take a look at the Cromwell. Okay, this one's doing.
That's what I was doing. I would literally, first I would search through Expedia. I'd go to Google and then we'd pop up Expedia or all stuff. And then I'd say, okay, I want this hotel. And then I went back to Activate Travel Savings and I pasted in, I pasted in the home. That's what I did. Yep. But I was literally going with the actual results. This is where I go. I had a bunch of times where I was getting too specific and, you know, you get novelty things or whatever, but so I found the one. That's why I found it was more efficient for demonstration purposes to search for the one I wanted first. And it was usually a broad name, you know, Hyatt, Hilton, whatever, or Ritz. And then I went back and I pasted that exact hotel into the Premier Travel Savings. I was using Activate Travel Savings. And then I started drilling down to the same exact room, because like you get different rooms, right? 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, 1 bed, 2 beds. I got everything the same, and then I wanted to see where it got down to the exact price.
All right, so there's the Cromwell Hotel, right?
Yeah.
So it maxes out at $50, but how much savings is actually available? 1,501 savings available. Okay. So every one of these results, you could maximize the full 50.
Okay. So that's my issue. I was like, am I getting these kind of results because I've only got a $50 limit? And that was messing up. That was messing up
See, see this bank here?
Right. I saw that. I knew that. And so I was like, maybe I'm only getting $50. But other times I would do it and it would say, still your savings is only $21.
Well, yeah, there may be some crappy hotels that don't have availability. See, one thing you have to do is you have to be explicit in your expectations. Okay.
Right.
The expectations in your welcome letter is that number one, it's a free gift. Number two, you have to have flexibility of where you're staying. If you're looking for a specific hotel, it may not have as good of a discount because of occupancy level, season, whatever. So, you know, bottom line, if I could stay at any of these hotels, did I just maximize my 50?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say you had a $200 card, probably many of these you might have been able to use that in one night.
Yeah, especially for a 50 bucker, like 90% of the time they're going to use that full one. Our statistics at $200 is 67%.
Explain that so I understand, and plus, you know, we're recording this, and if I
Yeah, so the higher discount you're providing, the more searches or usage it's going to take. So, for example,
right.
We only offer a $100, $200, and $300. We don't do $500, $700. And the maximum we do a nonprofit for a 501c3 at 1,000 because it's a nonprofit. Okay.
Right. So
but you would never provide 1,000 because it would take forever for them to use it.
Right.
Okay. So the smaller the amount, the quicker they're going to use it. So we know that the under $100 is about 90% of the time. 200 is 67% of the time. When you start going up and up and up, it's less the time in terms of how many bookings it's going to take to use the full savings, right?
Yeah, help me understand that. You're saying a third of the time, 67% of the time. Help me really nail that down so it's easy to.
Well, what that means is that if I have a $200 card, 67% of those that have a $200 card to do a search and use it, use the full 200 67% of the time. So if I had a $200 card, right?
Yep.
Where it says balance 200.
Right.
67% of those that have actually activated their 200 and used it, use their full 200 67% of the time on the first search.
Okay, that's what I was asking. So is it the first time they do it, the first time they go out, or does it take a month, 3 different?
No, one time. That's why I say if you're at the 200, that's the sweet spot. All right, so look at this. Here's Los Angeles. Every single hotel I can apply $50. Right. And I'm telling you, this is what it is on the meta search.
No, you're right. And this is the issue I had because it was only letting me take $50 off. And I'm like, well, these savings aren't that great.
Well, that's because you only have a $200 card.
Right. If I had a $200 card, then heck yeah, now you just knocked it up by 4 times what I had.
Well, no kidding. So watch, right? All right. So I'll just go over here to the full platform. Okay. So and that's why you need to have access to a full platform and get this subscription. So let's do Los Angeles. And then what were the dates on that? January 9th through the 12th. So, I mean, you would never do a $50 one.
Yeah, I didn't think those were available. Those for demo purposes, right?
Yeah, that was just a demo.
Yeah, that's why ultimately I didn't even get to express this to Rob. I was like, I think my limitation might be because I've only got $50 to spend. And so, but if I had a 200, where I'm thinking I'm only getting the same price or a little bit better, and sometimes not as much, or wherever my research. So I was going the actual orbits and all that. But you tack on another, what's that? 400%, 4 times as much when I go from 200 down to 50 or 50 up to 200. Now I'm going to get some major savings that I wouldn't have seen with a $50 card. And you're demonstrating that by going in here with another account that's showing that it's got a bigger balance, I guess.
Uh-huh. Well, this is unlimited. This is the full subscription.
Okay.
That's the full subscription that you're paying monthly for. The other one, you're not paying anything for it. It's free.
Right. But it still saves a substantial number, more than $50 will ever let us to demonstrate.
Depending upon what your card is or your electronic voucher.
Right.
This.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much figured it out now, and I didn't even get to explain it to Rob. I said it might be limited because they divvy up that $50, and it doesn't even, on 3 nights on a $300 hotel, that's hard to save much over what I see on Orbitz or Travelocity, because there's only $50 to divvy out.
That's right. So you're never going to give out a $50 voucher or anything.
No, that's all I had, so that's what I used.
Let's see here. The Beverly Hills.
This is if they were the full-blown member.
Yeah.
So let's say it was
what we're trying to get them to do.
What's that?
This is what we're trying to do.
Yeah, we're trying to get them ultimately that we would love for them to join the membership because we've saved them a bunch of money and we feel good about what we've done. That's what we sell.
Yeah. This shouldn't be happening like this. Hold on.
And depending on the dates and whatever, there's sometimes you just don't have everything available. But these people, bottom line, I just want, like I said, I walked into a car dealership. This is the one car dealership I did not know one of the owners of the company. I know who he is, and then I found out he actually passed away. So I won't say the name, but they're big. They've got 17 locations in St. Louis. Before I know it, they realized who I am and said, "Hey, Carter, that guy didn't really respect you very much. I know who you are. Here's the owner. They're waiting for you." So I'm going to go after him, but I got to be really ready. So he starts drilling into it because he'll be going, "This is cool. Well, let me get my people to analyze this because they're not going to put their reputation on the line, and bring in 17 locations in St. Louis if there's anything they think isn't going to give a good value to what they're trying to do, right?"
Okay, so here's a good example right here. The Viceroy, right?
Yeah.
$387 on this one. Okay.
Okay.
So here.
Yeah, this is where you have access that I can't see.
Right here, you're maxing out 50. Now, if you had a $200 card, okay.
Yeah, this makes it even better.
How many of these would have been available? Okay.
Right.
So that one would have been available. That one would have been available. That one would have been available. You could only use 178, and then you'd have $22 left over for future travel.
Right.
You'd be able to use 183, and you have the balance between that and 200.
Okay. Are you comfortable showing me a real live example? You go to Google, you type in the same thing, that whatever you got here, or do it the reverse, which I found was easier, and say, "Here's what I'm looking for." And yeah, it ends up giving me those prices. I get that. But just so somebody has like, "Oh, wait a minute, those are what you're feeding in there." I don't believe you. But if you go right to
believe it all they want and go waste their time. But at the end of the day, this is a meta search.
Right, it's pulling that data live. So how else would it get those numbers?
Plus, once again, the majority of idiots out there, excuse the expression,
right,
look at the surface search and they don't go in and actually like they're going to put their credit card in.
Yeah, well, I went as far as to go to where it said, "Here's your total with taxes and fees and a $48 thing that you also have to pay on top when you get there," or whatever. And you guys had that on there too. And then I was comparing them, but the limitation I had was because of the $50, which I suspect I honestly didn't get. I forgot to mention that to Robert.
Okay. Here's the other one.
Go ahead.
First result, the Beverly Hills, right?
Right.
Max out the 50. Here's the Beverly Hills. Okay, if you had a $200 card, you would have used the full 200.
In one night, yeah, or whatever there is there.
Well, actually, it's more than that.
It's a week.
Yeah, no, it's 3 nights.
9th through the 12th. 2 nights.
3 nights. I can show you examples on your Carter too, Rob, if you want to go to Cancun. Like if you go to, just go to hotels and pull up Cancun. I use this in my pitch to get people to give me 10 to 50 grand. You might have to, I don't know where it's on hotels. It might be under resorts, but you don't got resorts on here, do you?
Same thing. Hotel and resorts is the same thing.
Okay. Because I know in the one with the blue green, it's got, if you can go down and find the Mayan Palace. The Mayan Palace, Carter, it'll come up here about, it comes here about $363 for the week. If you actually go to the Mayan Palace website, it's $780 a night.
Is that in Cancun?
Cancun or Playa del Carmen, I can't remember which.
The Maya?
Yeah, the Mayan Palace.
M-A-Y-A-N. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, Mind Palace Riviera. Yeah, right there.
Riviera Maya. So.
It'll pull it up if you hit it right there, won't it?
Yeah, it was just right.
We're gonna just go into Riviera Maya. What happened to my Riviera Maya?
It pulled up on your screen there, Rob. When you put in Mayan and hotel name, it actually propagated it for you.
What was it again?
Just put in Mayan. It should pop up under Mayan. There it is. Mind Palace Riviera. Yeah.
This is irritating. There's something wrong with my platform here.
Okay. I thought there was enough results there. Like if they don't like that one, there's 500 others to choose from.
Yeah, but if you actually look, you can even Google the Mayan Palace Riviera in Cancun there, and Google it and pull it up. It's $780 a night when you're on their website, and the exact same resort in there is like $363 for the week.
Okay.
So you can once you get the main platform, I'll go toe to toe with anybody on this.
No, I agree. And like I said, I already saw stuff. Well, the last illustration I would like to see, like I said, I'll take this recording and chop up just the stuff I want people to see, so I can say, look, don't take my word for it. Here's the guy who runs the program, and you can see it live. I would go out to Google, go to Expedia, see the exact same thing that it's pulling for you right there. But I want them to see it real live, so they don't have any excuse to say, no, that wasn't from the actual Expedia website. I don't believe you. And I know the numbers may not be the same, but just so they can see it. Possible?
Take them to the website then. Go to the website. I sat there. I was on the guy. I picked him up at 9 in the morning, and we did.
So anyways, I showed you that the real issue here is you just need to, if you have a higher dollar value, then it makes it obviously a legitimate deal. But at the end of the day, I mean, every search you do, they're able to apply their full $50.
Right. Unless they go down to Rinky Dink and then it's 2 or 3. And I've got a whole analysis I created, Rob, that I can show you.
Here, let me do
it's
this.
like, and I break the numbers down and according to what the averages are. And it's like, it's hard to find anybody, even if they only vacation 4 weekends a year, 2 weekends a year, wouldn't save money with this program. Oh, and then I roll it out and say, now how much do you save over 10 years? And it's for one guy, he saved $40,000 because he goes on 2 vacations a year and 6 weekends. And it's down to the little guy who saves, $100 the first year because the membership's a little more expensive with the initiation fee or whatever. But by the time he's done it for 10 years, he still saves $700. And he was going to the $89 hotel.
All right, well, just here's one night in LA. And this is a crappy 2-star. They could use full 50, full 50, full 50, full 50.
Is that one night for 700? Wait a minute. Okay. Just want to make sure, because like I said, we got this recorded here. So that was, what is that? That's a 2-star it's 7. What time frame was this?
Why? Because it's the Anaheim Discovery. That's an expensive hotel.
Because that's like you walk outside of the doors and you're inside Disney World.
Disney, yeah. So they're like right outside the gate at Disneyland.
Yeah, so for you, $700, even though it's a 2-star. Okay.
But if you go down here, there you go. Now we're getting to some.
Yeah, so $200 a night, you're saving 44, and it's one night. So can you do this, Rob? Can you go out and find that exact same? Go up to the one that was $200 a night. The average person, 202, 203, right there, down. That's pretty. I mean, most people, I think they say the average is $200. Keep going down a little bit. 203. The average hotel room for the average Joe that has average income will spend $150, right? So maybe I'm wrong, but go back up. So that one, it's 202, 203. They're going to bring it down to the 150, and it's going to be, but it's not going to be the $150 hotel. It's going to be the $200 hotel, but they're getting it for $159.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, now take that. Go to Google, type in copy and paste the Fullerton, the Hotel Fullerton Fullerton there to copy that. Put your same dates in on it. You can put a new tab up there or on your window. And then, yeah, I would just do it to Google so that people then be like, I didn't.
No, because
Kayak does all of them, I know, but most people they don't know what Kayak is.
well, Kayak's going to be the direct link into these.
Right. They do 7 places at once, right?
Huh?
They do like 7 different search engines at once.
Well, actually, they do a lot.
Because they'll have little windows pop up. I've known about Kayak for a while and realized what you were saying. It's on the back end.
Same thing with Trivago.
Everybody likes Trivago now because all the ads, right? But it all ends up being the same, doesn't it?
Doesn't mean anything.
It's good marketing, though.
Yeah.
So is it doing something?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's it.
I hate these. I hate these things here.
You know you're being played. That's why.
Hotel.
Totally manipulating you.
And we are recording this for the masses, right? Otherwise, I break out my baseball mouth when I get mad.
I don't even know what date it was.
It was the 16th, and I can't pull it up again.
I just go right off those big screens when I do mine.
16th and 17th.
Okay, don't close it. I want to drill into it so they see the final price.
We should. Art, you and I can do this at another. I can actually walk you right to the Mayan Palace one. You can see the crazy difference.
No, I know, but it's just if you don't mind, like you said, to have the guy, guy doing it. He's like, guys, don't take my word. Here's the main dude.
You know, the only challenge is after a while you get a little short with people when you know what I mean because they're seeing it for the first time.
Yep, I do that a lot. I have to sometimes calm myself down. I've gotten pretty good at not doing that, but otherwise you lose the deal. Okay, so there it is. Now view, whatever, yeah.
Now see the price ranges here?
Yep.
Agoda is violating rate parity rule here. Where'd it go? There we go. 222, 212, 212.
And I think it's usually when you click through, there's like you have to sign up for a credit card to get that price or something.
Exactly. Where'd our hotel go?
I think you closed it by accident. You might have to.
Oh, here it is. Hotel Fullerton.
And that's going to be a bogus one because it is a deal. If you click on the view deal, I think.
Okay, so see all these?
Yeah.
We got, you know, that they're violating rate parity right there. There's what's called the rate parity rule.
Right.
And there's all supposed to be in the same benchmark.
Right. So could somebody potentially maybe save that? But that's going to get fixed really quick, and Priceline's going to get in trouble.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get in trouble because I don't know if you know this or not, but here's this is a new company I'm bringing on, but come on. There's so many dang windows open, it's messing me up.
Sorry about that.
Right here, this rate parity rule.
Right.
This is what hotels have to follow. They can't be discounting on an OTA website. So that's an agreement that they have with all the hoteliers, or they get blacklisted. Because at the end of the day, if you went to that hotel directly, right, they don't want the OTAs providing a cheaper rate than than what you could get at the brand hotel.
But I'm a consumer, and I'm going, I don't care, man. I still got I got my deal. I mean, do you risk losing the room?
At the end of the day, if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, then go book it over there.
Right, and then they'll pull that off 1 out of every 100, 1 out of every 10. As much time as you want to spend trying to save $7.
Right.
And I even got away from like, look, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at reality here. There's always some little scammy thing you got to watch out for. But as soon as you're involved with scam, is your room really going to be there when you show up?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you'll notice this is a non-refundable room,
Yeah.
and it's free purchase. Okay. Technically, they're not supposed to be showing that. So let's go see what the bedroom type was that we're looking at.
And like I said, the non-refundable versus free cancellation is a big deal for a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
I know most people are like, well, I'd rather pay the $30 more because I might cancel this, or otherwise I'm out $150. And I don't want to take that risk. Right? But yeah, like I said, ultimately, I just like to show them a straight up, here's a real apples to apples, and you saw it on Kayak, but here's the deal, and it's not any better.
What was the hotel we went to?
Fullerton,
Fullerton.
about 2/3 of the way down, right there. Yeah, so it is still. But it's still 159, and so that's gonna be better than even that smarmy room that didn't include free cancellation. Might have saved a few bucks, but take your chances, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind flying to a city and not having a room and have to pay 3 times as much because you got a last minute thing.
Okay, let's take a look at what the OTAs are saying. So it's showing Agoda's rate. What was it? Priceline?
Yeah.
Priceline's should be 208 is what they're publishing their retail price.
Okay.
So 2 beds. So that's 159. See here? If you click into this, that'll be the retail rate right here.
Yeah, do it if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what the cheap one. I think most people realize that one that's cheaper, there's something wrong with it. And it makes it kind of clear right there. It says no cancellation. That's something wrong right there.
Uh-huh. So, all right. 174. That's their discounted rate. 174.
For non-refundable. Yeah.
And ours was 159. So technically they're still saving.
Yeah, even off their super duper thing. Now, is the other one non-refundable or was that refundable?
No, the other one's refundable. Cancel anytime. This technically when you pay, when you check out. See there? 197.
Yeah. Okay. Very good example. You've proved.
Oh,
And I, like I said, I did, and the limitation I had, and part of the problem I had was I had a $50 card that I was spreading across 3 nights. I didn't do a 1-night search very often because that makes it a little more relative to the, the expenditure you have for 1 night. $50 is something, but you try to spread that over 3 nights, $50 gets spread out pretty thin.
Yeah, you did 2 nights, then you definitely would. That 141 probably wouldn't have been available.
Gotcha. All right, and that was the whole issue, all because I was using a demo card. All right, makes sense.
Okay, so the higher value you're giving them, obviously.
Yeah, and I'll do my own video or something or some point or whatever and just show people, here's what it is with a $200 card. I think we're going to have a bunch of cards ordered here shortly.
Yeah. All right, so I got to go, everybody.
Yep, no, that was great. Thank you, Rob.
That helps provide a better.
Appreciate that, Rob. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, everybody. See you later.
Okay, all right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Yep.